What's going on, family? This is Scrapbook Boxing, Museum of the Forgotten Fisticuffs series. This is Series 2 of the African-American bare-knuckle boxer. Bob Armstrong was known to be the king of the Battle Royal. He was born September 4th, 1873 in Rogersville, Tennessee, and he moved to Ohio when he was just 3 years old. He died January 5th, 1933 in Chicago, Illinois. Bob Armstrong stood 6 foot 3 inches and weighed 185 to 217 pounds. He was managed by Charles E. Parson Davis. Now, Bob Armstrong was known to be a sparring partner for Hall of Famers such as Bob Fitzsimmons, Jim Jeffries, Tom Sharkey, Joe Chowinski, and just to name a few. Now, Bob Fitzsimmons would become heavyweight champion of the world when he defeated Gentleman Jim Corbett. James Jeffries would become heavyweight champion of the world when he would defeat Bob Fitzsimmons. Joe Chowinski was known as a master boxer who fought Gentleman Jim Corbett. And legend says that Joe Chowinski would school Jack Johnson in prison, teach him tricks of the trade. Bob Fitzsimmons was a blacksmith, very strong, very powerful. And he would work with Bob Armstrong. And Bob Armstrong became very strong with this trade. But Bob Armstrong was a left-handed horse breeder that worked for Al Orth in Minneapolis. With all that experience working with Hall of Famers, he could do it all. He could counterpunch, jab, hook, and uppercut. And he would prepare himself for fighters such as Joe Chowinski. 1894, Chicago, he would receive a 6-round draw. 1895, he would face Tommy Ryan in May of that year. And he would have an exhibition. But he was told to take it easy and hold his punches. November 5th of 1895, he would face Frank Patty Savin. Patty Savin would get a heavyweight title opportunity with Bob Fitzsimmons. This fight would take place in Hoboken, New Jersey, and he would knock out Frank Patty Savin in 10 rounds. 1896, August 31st, Bob Armstrong would face Fred Morris in a 4-round exhibition. 1897. Bob Armstrong would get an opportunity to face the colored heavyweight champion Joe Butler in Brooklyn, New York, and he would knock him out in 6 rounds, and he would become the colored heavyweight champion of the world. Now he would face Tom Sharkey, Frank Childs, Jim Barry, John Holtman. August 10th, Jim Jeffries would lose to him in 10 rounds in New York. But he put up a one hell of a scrap. 1899, August 6th, he would face Denver Ed Martin. He would knock him out in 2 rounds. 1900, he would face Bob Fitzsimmons. 1903, John Sandy Ferguson, Sam Langford, Tom Carler would be just a few of the opponents that he would face. And they would tell you that Bob Armstrong was a force to be reckoned with. He was unfortunately handcuffed, told who to take it easy on, who not to follow up on a hurt fighter, and he did what he was told. But Bob Armstrong, the king of the Battle Royal, was a fascinating fighter. Thanks for hanging in there with me. This is Scrapbook Boxing, Museum of the Forgotten Fisticuffs series. That was part 2 of the mini-series, African-American bare-knuckle boxer. Look out for part 3. Larry Temple. Salute to my subscribers. Thanks for hanging in there with me. All great fights and all great fighters will never be forgotten. Salute.